And here we go. Kel'el Ware, the 7-foot, 242-pound center for the Indiana Hoosiers. He's got some athletic traits that you just can't teach. That length, that athleticism, that fluid of a mover, decent form on his shot. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I really appreciate you guys, man. The watch hours on this channel have been flying. They've just been going up, 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 up. I really appreciate you guys. Super close to applying for YouTube partner, and it's all because of you. Can't thank you enough. To all of our new subscribers, I really, really appreciate it. Wild Cause I'm Young, thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate you. You're one of our recent subscribers. Infamous Ones, definitely appreciate you. Again, as you subscribe, I'll continue to shout you out. Once we make YouTube partner, we're going to do some really, really cool stuff where you're going to be able to apply to become a channel member, get some really cool access to some cool stuff, as well as this really dope hoodie I designed. You're going to really like it. I can't wait to show it to you. But let's get right into the film. I can't wait to break down this young center. All right, let's go. Here we go. Kel'el Ware, the 7-foot center for Indiana University, the Hoosiers. Now, what you're going to notice right off the bat with Kel'el is that he is athletic. He has traits. So I'm just going to run this. Just watch this tip all the way through the possession. Here we go. All right, so Kel'el won the tip. And right off the bat, we get a lob dunk. He is athletic. He has traits. One thing that jumped off the tape at me right away, outside of Kel'el having traits and being a fluid mover, nothing he does has purpose in terms of urgency. It's all lackadaisical. Like that one-handed attempt at grabbing that is really, really, you know, I don't like the effort. It's all just lackadaisical. Even his attempt at that block is just kind of meh effort. So here I want to point out Kel'el again with the lackadaisical effort. He's eyeing his man that he's supposed to box out. Kel'el's 242 pounds. We need a better box out here. Just goes up with one hand. Lackadaisically tips it to his teammate instead of going up two hands strong to snatch the rebound out of the air. Watch on this post up. Same thing, just really lackadaisical, really soft, non-physical play on the block for somebody that's 7 foot, 242. Lackadaisical on the closeout. Just no urgency to his game. Here we have Kel'el on the block again, defending. Let's take a look at this rebounding effort. How does it go? Here he goes. One hand for you. Is that effort? Does that look like effort? No, it's not. It's just volleyball. I don't know what that is. All right, let's watch Kel'el run the floor, kind of in this secondary break as the trailer. I mean, again, not giving maximum effort down the floor, but let's break down his jumper. Look at the beef. He actually doesn't have bad form. His form's actually quite good. He's on balance, lead foot's in. Is his elbow in? I can't really tell from that angle. Not bad of a touch. Needs a little bit better arc on the shot, but not bad jump shot. This will not show up on highlight tapes that you find on YouTube. This is why I make these types of videos. Check out Kel'el Ware and his effort on this play. There's half court. We just see Kel'el make it into the frame. Just got into the frame, past half court. This shot's gonna be missed. Kel'el still doesn't get in below the three-point line at all. I know that this guard should have back and Kel'el's trying to stay back, but at the same time, now you have two guys back past half court while your team is fighting under the hoop for the ball. You gotta balance the floor, I get that, but just this effort was really, really poor in my opinion from Kel'el. I want you to notice the screen and roll action, because it's going to illustrate a couple of things. One, it's going to illustrate the understanding level of Kel'el Ware in setting these screens, which is, you know, it's a little rough on him, but the athleticism to go up and put that rim pressure is there. He can do that. But it's all the other things that I worry about with Kel'el. Again, we're talking about recognition with Kel'el Ware is a issue. This is not a dribble handoff, but a short area pass into a screen in roll situation. So Kel'el needs to give ground to allow his teammate to continue to follow his man around this screen. He needs to open up. Or, because Kel'el's going to play drop most of the time. Or if he's going to hedge, that's something different. But here he does neither and basically gets in his teammate's way and is upset like, oh, it's not my fault. Now, I know this is going to seem like I'm being overly harsh on the big man, Kel'el Ware, but I don't understand this post-up. How is anybody that's looking to give you the ball going to get you the ball? Both of his hands are back here. You got to have a free hand somewhere. You can't be, using both your hands to hand fight and post up at the same time. It's not going to happen. There's nowhere to get you the ball. I'm going to talk about effort, and I'm going to talk about effort all day long. If you have to motivate a player to give effort, you don't have yourself a player. And I just want you to pay attention to Kel'el on this play. Just watch him. Here's the fast break. Everybody's sprinting. Where's Kel'el? If I have to motivate you to sprint on offense, we got a problem. I would like you to pay attention to Kel'el, who is one pass away from the ball. And his help defense. His help defense. Here is Kel'el in transition. The guard drove at him. Big man filling the lane. All he needs to do is slide his feet. Let's take a look to see what happens. Reaches and slaps. At least he prevented the bucket. Now, Coach Mike Woodson must not have been thrilled with Kel'el's effort either, because he sat him down. With the last 8 to 10 minutes of the half, he didn't come back in at all. But he came back out to start the second half, so we're going to see what kind of fire he has. And on this possession here, again, I am sick and tired of seeing him try to one-hand tip rebounds. Grab the ball with two hands, go back up strong. It hasn't worked for him all day, and he keeps trying it. Just for good measure, we're going to look at Kel'el try to rebound again on the block. And again, one hand volleyball, swipe out of bounds after a two-hand shove in the back. If you're going to two-hand shove in the back, you might as well go up with two hands and just rip the board down. But he shoves him in the back and then just swats the ball out of bounds. Now here, Kel'el can do this whenever he can just sink and be the drop defender on these PNRs. His length is really something. I mean, he's long. He's long at 7 foot. He's athletic enough. He can definitely break up those lob threats on the defensive end. Again, never gets back past half court, though, in transition. I'm really starting to have a hard time of trying to gauge Kel'el's basketball IQ here, because this shot is clearly on the way down. Clearly. It's clearly on the way down. 2 points. I really would like Indiana to use Kel'el as a lob threat more, but the more I really thought about it as I was watching the games, the clips pile up that Kel'el just does not set solid screens. And to get those wide open lob threats, you need to set a solid screen force the defenders to try to take the ball handler and then you roll for the lob. But all the screens he set, they're really easy to navigate and get around. They're just kind of meh. Like, that screen was meh. Even off this pass here, this screen's doesn't get any contact. That's why he doesn't get a lot of lobs in this Indiana offense. He doesn't set very good screens. I mean, if your big man was 7 foot and athletic and ran the floor, man, he'd be a monster. But my boy just doesn't run. Watch this on the turnover. Here it is. Turnover, getting sprint. Kel'el sprint, Kel'el. Kel'el just made it to the 3-point line. All right, so on this rep, we're going to isolate Kel'el in the paint where he has to defend a post up. He does a good job fronting there, but then gives up on the front, gets beat. And then, he's pushing. I mean, that's a foul. Good contest. I like the effort there, though. I've been talking about effort all game with Kel'el, but he actually competed on that rep. So I'm not mad at that. Let's take a look at Kel'el on the post up on the opposite end. Nice little rip through, jab step, and then just fumbles the ball. Defender got a tiny piece of it. Just wasn't a strong take. We need a little bit more sense of urgency, please. Here we're going to watch Kel'el get on the block and go to work. He's going to get over on this strong side block here, and we're going to take a look at his footwork. And as I mentioned, he has traits, right? So what do these traits mean? He has the fluidity to make these types of moves. Just there's usually no urgency with them. But that was a nice drop step to the baseline. A little pump fake. Watch his feet. Little drop step here. Little pump fake. It's a defender in the air, draws a contact. We need to see more of that. I mean, Kel'el's hands, to me, I don't know if it's his hands or his effort or what. He just cannot secure rebounds with two hands. I mean, he needs to get stronger at the point of attack when the ball's in the air. I need more than that from a 7-footer. I just want to point his teammate out here to contrast the difference of playing with urgency, playing with force. And watch his teammate, Kel'el on the floor, his teammates on the floor. Watch him play with force. Goes and gets that rebound, goes over the top, urgent, wants the bucket, goes and gets it. That's what we need to see from Kel'el. All right, so here's some of the traits that we talk about with Kel'el. Again, not a great screener, nobody to really screen. And so he just kind of rolls, little soft push shot, uses his athleticism to go over the top. Again, those are the traits that make him appealing. For the ability to be able to shoot the ball that he has, the nice form that he has, he needs to take this corner three. It's wide open in the offense. That's a dangerous pass. He luckily got away with it, but 9 times out of 10, that pass is getting picked off. Now Mike Woodson draws up a nice play. This is a nice play. We're gonna play that back for you. Watch it. A little pin down. Kel'el, shoot the elbow jumper. Why did you wait and get out of rhythm? Just take the jumper. Run the play. Here we have Kel'el, I guess, trying to lift the defense. I'm not really sure why he ran into the path of the offensive driver, but it opens up, uses that big frame and length. It's a nice bucket. All right. Low key, this is kind of infuriating to me. My man down here on the block has been balling when he gets the ball. Aggressive, assertive, urgency. The point guard clears him out to get Kel'el a post up instead. And I want you to take a look at this effort by Kel'el on this post up. Bruh. That's the play that we get down one? Come on, man. All right, so on this rep, here's Kel'el down low. Get that shot out of here. He can block shots. It's just a matter of basketball IQ, timing, effort. Is he going to do it? This whole sequence is a roller coaster of emotions. I knew they were going to put Kel'el in the PNR late game situation since he hasn't been good in it all day. He does get a deflection. Very risky because if it was a foul, it was free throws. But then Kel'el like sprains his ankle and his knee all at the same time, and I'm not really sure how. I mean, was it a non-contact injury? Because he like really hurt himself. I'm trying to figure it out. That's why we're going back and talking through it. Right here, this foot, when he plants this foot, something goes wrong. Oh, he hyperextended his knee. So he was trying to take really big strides to get to the basket because he picked his dribble up really early. And on that second big stride, he landed with his knee straight and he hyperextended it. Ouch. That's rough. And that is it for me today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below of Kel'el Ware, the 7 foot, 242 pound center for the Indiana Hoosiers. Do you trust enough in his traits for him to get drafted in the second round? He is a fluid mover. He is an athlete. He can block shots. He can rebound. He's a lob threat. He can put rim pressure. But there's some big concerns. He doesn't rebound well enough for all of those traits that he has because of the lack of effort. He goes up to rebound with one hand a lot, tips the ball a lot, gets the ball tipped away from him a lot, doesn't set solid screens, so he's not open as the lob threat that you think he would be. His timing and IQ on his block shots and weak side help just isn't there. It isn't sharp and crisp enough, leading to a lot of goaltends. Isn't enough to take a chance on his traits. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.